Another day, another unboxing. I usually don't do them, but I actually kind of like doing the unboxing of the S23 Ultra yesterday. It's not something I typically do on the channel, but it gave me a chance to have a discussion about how I'm going to look at the device and what I'm going to be comparing it to and what are the kind of the benchmarks that I want it to meet. And that would be a great thing to do with the OnePlus 11. I got it 8 gigs. This is the black version, which we'll see in a moment. I like the fact that it's the textured black. Usually I avoid black on devices. I don't like to get it. I was looking at the Emerald, but I didn't need 16 gigs. And if anything, I wanted to hamper or handicap the OnePlus 11 when I compare it to devices like the Pixel 7 Pro and, more importantly, the S23 Ultra, which both are going to have 12 gigs of RAM. So I love that for $699. So let's get right into it. A lot more in the box here. You know, like yesterday I was making fun of Samsung for not having anything in the box. It's kind of a pointless unboxing, but at least we got a couple of things in here that we can go through. Never settle. All right. This is weighty. Is there anything in here? I'm actually going to check and see if there's anything going on in here. There is just a lot of books and stuff. The OTG cable thing. All right, that's fine. Then the device itself. Put that to the side. Then we've got... Yep, there you go. Your supercharger. It's going to be 80 watts. And then, of course, the old school red OnePlus USB-C cable, which I absolutely love. I want to get to the texture of this thing. Let's go ahead and peel this off. All right, that was kind of a tissue paper going on. All right, that was as graceful as it gets. Peel the sticker off the back. You're not seeing anything. Oh, all right. That's kind of a decent feel to it, that texture on the back. It's not quite... It's sort of like the texture that the OnePlus 10T had. Not quite as pronounced, though. But I do like it. A bunch of people were hating on the build of this device and saying there was an instant drop-off between the build between this and the S23 Ultra. And while there is... the S23 Ultra has a slightly more premium build. It's not a severe drop-off. It's nice for $699. I like it. Nice solid feel. Has the rounded bit here. Has the curved display or slightly curved display. But overall, with the back being what it is, you know, maybe you have reservations there. But overall, it feels pretty solid in the hand. And at $699... this is where the comparison is going to be. It's going to be on price between these devices. The Pixel 7 Pro obviously gets more interesting because that could be had for $749. So we're not talking that big of a difference in price. But between the OnePlus 11 and the S23 Ultra, did they do enough? I've seen a lot of camera samples on Twitter, especially the night mode, that seems like the Hasselblad stuff, maybe they're finally getting it together a little bit on the camera side for the OnePlus 11. But at $699 versus $1,200, it doesn't need to beat the camera of the S23 Ultra. It just, if you're an American sports fan, it just needs to cover the spread, right? You know, Samsung is favored by 10 points right now. Does OnePlus have to win the game? No, but if they lose by less than 10, it makes it worth it. You win because you're paying $699 for this device as opposed to $1,200 for this one. So that's really how you have to do these devices and how you have to look at it, because Samsung made that choice. Hey, this is fantastic. I've been loving this for the past day or so now that I've been using it. I love what they did with the form factor. I love the fact that it's squared off and it's premium and all the rest of it, but it's all the money. Then you got this guy that comes along. OnePlus feels like they've gotten back to their roots. I think especially when you compare it to the Pixel 7 Pro, I'm going to like the display here. I'm going to like the performance here. Software is going to be the toss-up, whether Oxygen OS 13 is okay. Software support as well. Camera is going to go to the Pixel, but that's a choice we get to make. We finally have some choices here with these devices that aren't just trying to be the best at everything. That's where the OnePlus 10 Pro fell apart last year. Don't try to go toe-to-toe with Samsung and just charge $100 less and say, well, okay, we're $10.99, but, you know, we'll give you the camera. You're not going to do that. You're not going to beat them at that game. Check different boxes. The Pixel 7 Pro checks X boxes. Camera experience, software experience, the AI extras that they give you. This checks different boxes. Performance of the Snapdragon Gen 2. You get the RAM if you want it. $799 for 16 gigs of RAM. The performance, the display. I'm looking forward to a gorgeous display on the OnePlus 11. 120 hertz, LPTO panel, all of that stuff. So that checks those boxes. And then you have the Samsung S23 Ultra that goes ahead and tries to check every box, but they charge all the money. So I love that there's some differentiation there between the devices. I love that there's finally a discussion to be had here so we can have a comparison of this to the Pixel 7 Pro, a comparison of this to the S23 Ultra, the S22 Ultra. Lots of devices that can get a chance to be looked at here, especially when you're talking $699 for this guy. And if I love my S23 Ultra, I do. I love my Pixel 7 Pro, but this was the phone after they announced it, after they had the specs, that I was absolutely looking forward to the most. Plus, if for no other reason, then I get to rock a sandstone case again. It has been a while. Love the feel of that sandstone case that they have on here. Even though the back of this device doesn't feel bad, but you want to get this guy on there and get that old school OnePlus feel. And this device, with the specs that it offers, with the stuff that it's kind of decided is important in building a smartphone, has gone back to that OnePlus feel. And then when you slap that $699 price tag on there, well, you got a conversation. You got a conversation for a change. And that's something that we didn't have last year, and I'm absolutely looking forward to this year. So it's game on. S23 Ultra, I think I'm fairly confident that's going to be the best device of the year. But is it $500 better than this guy? Is it $450 better than the Pixel 7 Pro? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. It's a tough competition. I love, if you love the performance, if you love having a great display, great performance, nice RAM, all the rest of it, and you don't really care about camera that much, even though this doesn't look like a potato this year. You don't care about camera this might be something that you look at for $699, especially here in the United States. If you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, have that Steve-licious day.